Hi there, Stephen Fenech from Tech Guide, and we're listening to the AirPods Max. These are Apple's brand new headphones that we're going to take you through today. But before we dive into the review, let's check out our unboxing. This is it. Apple's AirPods Max headphones. These are 899 Australian dollars. These are the blue model. Let's take a look inside. The colours of the AirPods Max reflect the colours that are now available for the iPad. So they're matching these up. These are the sky blues, I understand. Sky blue is the official name, and here we go. Let's take a look inside. Whoa, there they are. They have this is the smart case, but there is some paper cover to the case there. Taking off the paper cover. So that's the headphones there with the smart case attached. That's the mesh headband as well. Wow. Let's take a look at them. Wow, and immediately you can see they're a little bit heavy. They're made of aluminium. Whoop, there's the covers for the earphones as well. Here are the memory foam padded ear cups, and you can really you can feel the weight. These are the aluminium sky blue. I think the first thing we need to talk about when discussing the AirPods Max is the design. These are unusual, I think, to say the least. The first thing that strikes me is just this mesh band up here that's designed to, I think, distribute the weight of the AirPods Max. This is aluminium, you can see right here. So the weight of these are probably slightly heavier than your typical pair of headphones, which are traditionally made of plastic. Apple decided to go with aluminium, and this is also aluminium stems going up into the headband as well. So there is a little bit of weight to it. But the good thing about the headband, this mesh headband, is that it actually distributes the weight quite evenly. So they are still quite comfortable to wear for long periods of time. The ear cups too, there's a fair bit of swivel in the ear cups. So they're designed so they sit on your ears precisely and not break this passive seal with the ear cup, so that the active noise cancellation can still be effective no matter how you wear it, no matter the size of your head. I've got a large head and it still fits me pretty well. I've got to stretch it out to its full size though, but despite that, still creates a great seal both passively. The active noise cancellation works great as well. But I think it's an interesting combination of materials they've used here, and from the aluminium on the outside, so that adds a little bit of the weight. There is also the controls here, which is this is identical to the digital crown that's found on Apple Watch. So similar crown on the Apple Watch here is now on the AirPods Max, and that's actually a volume control. The only other button is this button that can switch you from noise cancellation to transparency mode. There are no other buttons on the headphones. There are no controls on the outside, so there are no, even though that's quite a large surface, there's no touch control. There's no actions to swipe or to adjust the volume. It's all done through the digital crown. That's your volume control. You can also press that to play and pause as well. And of course, you can use Siri if you want to control your music that way. But no controls on the outside. So interestingly too, there is memory foam they use here on the inside. And these ear cups, they're really soft memory foam, but they actually are removable. These just sit in place magnetically, so you can actually mix and match the ear cups, so that goes back in there, and it's in there. And what we're finding is that customers are actually buying different coloured padded ear cups, and then creating different color combinations so that they can have different versions of the AirPods Max. But overall design is striking. It's heavy when you first get it in your hand. That's the first comment that people made, that because of all the metal inside involved in the making of the AirPods Max, they are slightly heavier, yet thanks to that netting up in the headband, they're still quite comfortable to wear for long periods of time. We should also mention a few things about the usability of the AirPods Max, mainly the fact that these are not waterproof, so no water resistance. You know how normally headphones can handle sweat and water or drizzling rain. The AirPods Max are not that kind of headphone, so don't think you're going to wear these to the gym. They can't handle sweat. Don't wear them in the rain. I think there are other products that can handle those, including the AirPods, the original in-ear AirPods. But AirPods Max are not designed to be with you while you're training. These are meant to be used to enjoy your music when you're relaxing, when you're doing other things, when you're on public transport, when you're on a plane, of course, with noise cancellation. But don't take them out in the rain, and don't take them to the gym. I think before we go any further, we need to talk about the price. These are 899 Australian dollars. Now, I understand they're 549 US dollars. Don't be like this guy who didn't understand that when I first wrote the story about the AirPods Max, he didn't understand that I was actually from Australia and that we live in a different time zone. So don't be like him. But in all seriousness, 899 Australian dollars is a lot of money to pay for a pair of headphones. Typically, a top-of-the-line pair of headphones cost around 500 Australian dollars. You're talking Bose, Sony, Sennheiser. But I think what Apple has done here is you are not just paying for what they sound like, you're also paying for what they look like. Now, Apple always prides itself on remarkable design, and that's exactly what they've come up with. And that design comes at a cost. The materials used in these headphones, there's metal, there's aluminium. So that is over and above what you get in a traditional pair of headphones. Even the $500 Bose headphones are mainly made out of plastic. Now, not that I'm giving Apple the excuse to charge whatever they want for their headphones, but the $899 price tag obviously indicates to customers that these are premium, these are luxury, these are like the Ferrari of headphones with these luxury materials, premium materials, but also, of course, great audio quality to boot. What's also included with the AirPods Max is the smart case. So this is the case which fits the headphones. There is a bit of a magnetic clip here, and it still has room to put in the lightning cable. So this is the lightning port, and the cable you get with the headphones is lightning to USB-C, so lightning to your power source. But that's lightning right there, so you can still charge the headphones while they're in the smart case. And what the smart case is supposed to do, it's supposed to place the AirPods Max into a ultra low power mode. There's no on-off switch on these headphones, so it's kind of like the AirPods with its own charging case. When you stop listening to them, you pop them in the charging case for them to charge, and that effectively turns them off as well. So similar sort of principle applies here. You put them in the smart case, they go into that ultra low power mode, but if you do want to charge them with a cable, you can connect the cable through here. These aren't going to charge them, so it's not like the regular AirPods. You do need to connect the cable, and you can see your battery level on the iPhone when you bring the AirPods Max close to your iPhone. Same thing when you're pairing, the H1 chip kicks in. You'll see the picture on your screen, pair it up. And similarly, if you want to check the battery level, just bring them close to your iPhone and it'll display the battery level there as well. But this is the smart case. We've already heard a few funny stories. People think it makes it look like a handbag, makes it look like a bra. We've heard all the stories, but at least it's something to protect the AirPods Max, because there's no case and they don't fold up like a regular pair of noise cancelling headphones, which fold up into a small case. That's as flat as they get. The ear cups go flat, fold flat like this, but these don't fold down any further than that. So if you're going to put them in your bag or take them anywhere, this is the only protection you're going to get for the AirPods ear cups with the smart case. Okay, now let's talk audio quality. And the minute I heard about the AirPods Max and the price tag, my first reaction was $899 headphones. These I have to hear. And I've got to say, I haven't been disappointed. There was a very high expectation just by looking at the price tag. Anyone would expect the same thing. You see something costs $899, you'd expect these to be the best sounding headphones ever made. They're not the best sounding headphones ever made, but up among the best noise cancelling headphones in that price range. You can buy headphones that for like true audiophile headphones with a separate amplifier, separate player. You can pay thousands of dollars. Like Sennheiser sell $3,000, $4,000 headphones that have open back and have amps and the whole bit. And so that's just sort of another level of audiophile style headphones. These aren't anywhere near that kind of quality and that kind of price, but they do hold their own, no doubt, with the other brands. And I'm talking Bose, Sennheiser, Sony. They're the three brands that I consider to be probably the leaders when it comes to audio quality and noise cancellation. And Apple, with their AirPods Max, has joined that club. I think that they do hold their own, so they can stand shoulder to shoulder with those other brands, and their audio quality is, I think, comparable, not better, comparable. The AirPods Max produce fantastic sound. They've got the computational audio going on, so there's like 9 billion operations happening per second to optimize the sound output. So you are getting a great result there. So the headphones also have great high and mid levels too. Bass, I think, is up there. It's not really, I don't think Apple wanted to make the mistake of making them too bassy, because otherwise people would think, well, these sound just like Beats headphones. Beats, which are also owned by Apple, have quite a solid bass signature to them, kind of to give them more that street sound. Apple, I think, has found a nice balance with decent bass without going over the top. So not too bad in the bass department. My only complaint, I think, at the very loudest level, I think it could be louder. It's like normally I'm listening to the music at full volume. It's not that I'm going deaf or anything, but I like to listen to music at that kind of level. And to its credit, though, no distortion whatsoever. So it does a really good job in handling playing your music at high volumes. But overall, audio quality is great. As good as Bose, as good as Sony. I'm not saying they're better. It's a very subjective thing anyway. Very hard for me to say that one's better than the other. To my ears, these are comparable, just as good as the Bose and Sony audio. and in terms of bass and high and mid levels, I think also tick the boxes in terms of high quality. So I think anyone who has an ear for good music will appreciate the audio quality of the AirPods Max. Now let's talk about noise cancellation, and I have to say that's probably the AirPods Max strongest suit is noise cancellation. It is remarkable. There are microphones outside on the inside of the ear cups. Once active noise cancellation is engaged, you cannot hear a thing. Now I tested these. I had a fan on my desk, literally half a meter away from where I was sitting. Once noise cancellation kicked in, I could no longer hear the fan, which was at arm's length away from where I was sitting. I could still feel the breeze, but I could not hear it at that close to the desk, nor could I hear the TV or any other sounds around me. So in terms of noise cancellation, I think these probably edge out Bose, which was to me before these the leading noise cancellation in headphones was the Bose headphones 700s. I think Apple has not only matched them, I think have gone better. So in terms of quality of noise cancellation or the totality of the noise cancellation, Apple's done a fantastic job with that. Now, the good thing though is that you can switch easily between active noise cancellation and transparency mode by clicking this button here. So one little click takes you out of noise cancellation and into transparency mode, so you can hear what's going on around you. So if someone comes up to talk to you, press that button, suddenly you can hear, and all the microphones kick in, so you're hearing really well everything that's going on around you. So if someone's talking to you, you maybe want to go up and order a coffee or something, you can easily turn the noise cancellation off and into transparency mode. But once you're back in the noise cancellation mode, it's just you and your thoughts and your music or your podcast or whatever you're listening to. You ain't going to hear anything else. On the battery side, Apple says about 20 hours of playback with active noise cancellation running. That's been our experience. We've had them for a few days now, and easily like 2 days worth of listening before we had to charge them. So in terms of battery performance, pretty much spot on. So when we're back traveling again on the long haul flights, I know here from Australia, all our flights are long. So having the sort of battery power that the AirPods Max offer, that's a Sydney to LA flight, which is normally about 13 hours. Or that could easily last without having to recharge. Even if you got to fly Sydney to London, which is about 20 to 22 hours of flight time, this will almost get you there as well. So on the battery side, big tick, and as we said, you can charge them through the lightning port here to whenever they need to be recharged. The smart case does not recharge them, so don't think these are like your AirPods, your normal AirPods. Putting these in kind of protects them, puts them into lower power mode, doesn't charge them, so don't make that mistake. You still need the charging cable to power the AirPods Max. The AirPods Max also have head tracking capabilities. Now, these are capable of playback for 5.1, 7.1 and Dolby Atmos. Now, how it does that, it's obviously you need to be watching an iPhone or an iPad, and the head tracking capabilities means it always knows what position your head is in. So it always knows where the left of your head is, the right. So if there are any sounds that need to be delivered, it's tracking your head no matter where you're looking, so anchoring your head so that it knows where to deliver those various surround sounds so that's how it gives you that home theater like performance, because it knows exactly where your head is and knows where to place those sounds relative to what you're watching. That's how 5.1, 7.1 and Dolby Atmos works. The sound is relative to what you're watching, and because it has that head tracking capability, it knows exactly where to put the sound no matter how you move your head or where your head happens to be. In terms of practicality and traveling with these headphones, once we do start traveling again internationally, noise cancelling headphones are the first thing that seasoned travelers grab and put in their bag so they can enjoy their content on their flight. Now, one thing you don't have with the AirPods Max is a 3.5mm cable to connect these headphones to the entertainment system on a plane, for example. So these only connect wirelessly. So traditionally, like Bose and Sony, those other headphones have a 3.5 millimeter cable that connects the headphones and into the in-flight entertainment system. So now the only way to do that would be perhaps to buy a Bluetooth transmitter that you can plug into the socket on the plane, and it will create a little Bluetooth connection that you'll have to pair to the AirPods Max. There is a product, I've reviewed it, the product exists, and we've used it on flights so that we could actually connect our AirPods, our earphones, to the in-flight entertainment system. So if you do want to enjoy the in-flight content rather than your own content, there is going to be a bit of an issue there trying to connect these to the plane system. But for what I've done normally when I was traveling, I normally listen to watch my own stuff on my iPad, so that won't be an issue because you can connect these wirelessly to the iPad and still watch whatever you want, whatever you bring aboard on your devices wirelessly. But if you do want to enjoy the in-flight entertainment system, you may have to use the supplied headphones depending on which airline you fly. But these don't have a cable, so just a word of warning there for those who are thinking these are their new travel companion. They are a great travel companion. Noise cancellation is fantastic, but they'll only connect to your own device wirelessly. You can't wirelessly connect to the in-flight entertainment system. So there we have it, the Apple AirPods Max. These are Apple's brand new headphones. They're on sale now. They're available in 5 different colors. There's space gray, silver, sky blue, green, and pink. And all colors are very popular. And as I mentioned, a lot of customers are buying just the replacement ear cups, these memory foam ear cups. And I've seen online that they're mix and matching the different colors, but that's on top of paying $899 for the headphones. The ear cups, I think, cost another $100 on their own. So that's a true fan. But overall, I think, look, Apple's created quite an interesting pair of headphones here. $899, I think a touch steep in my opinion. That they should be maybe a couple of $100 cheaper. But hey, if people are willing to pay it, and they are, we're seeing people, they're already very popular. Pre-orders were blew out delivery for weeks at a time. So depending on the color you wanted, of course. But overall, I think Apple's come up with a unique pair of headphones here, which are not only great to listen to, but also really nice to look at. They're very attractive, design's outstanding, but audio quality, big tick, noise cancellation, even bigger tick, and overall they've come up with a really compelling product. You can read our full review at techguide.com.au. Thanks for watching.